get out. Facing your real voice. You feel me?
Shit starter.
Get out the car. You gonna cry bitch when you get out the car?
Blood, you're not hard, bitch. You're not hard, bitch. Oh my son, you did not slap me, bitch. What are you talking about?
Hold on. So your glasses magically came off your.
Now, Jaleec comes out of that downtown area, and she claims it, but she is highly affiliated with the Oak Park section, such as her baby father, as you all may know, is Uzi Marcus. But something you guys may not know is she has a little brother named Cuckoo Fab. Well, I should say his name is Baby Cuckoo Fab. The original Cuckoo Fab is, well, Cuckoo Fab. And you might not hear about him too much because he was always in prison. And Cuckoo is crazy as fuck. And he was always in the streets. As you can see right here, this is the old him. And he had tried to start his own gang called Blitz, even though he is from Fab. And I talked about that in the Sub Gang versus Ugmag video. So if you want to go touch on that, you can go touch on that. And Cuckoo, don't play that shit. He actually is the one who tried to turn Fats, the one I talked about in the Edison video, into
lips.
But obviously, Fats lived. And Cuckoo was involved with Ugmag's baby mom, Tiandra. And Tiandra ended up getting shot because she was dealing with Cuckoo. And Cuckoo was out here cooning. And they missed him and actually hit her. And now she's semi-crippled. But as far as Jaleec, if you're really from Sacramento, you really know that Jaleec is a fucking square from fucking Delaware. She graduated high school as an honor roll student. And she actually moved to LA to go to college. And I don't know her majors, but I know that she actually went there for recording arts. And if you pay attention to her captions, this is 2013. And I'm pretty sure this does not remind you guys of the Jaleec that you guys are familiar with today.
No, it don't.
If you are from Sacramento, you should remember Jaleec as being Jaleec Pino from Facebook. She was more as a Facebook famous female that got a shitload of likes that was pretty much a fashionista that just minded her own business on Facebook. Now that old Facebook is deleted, and these pictures may not look all that, but back then in 2011, 12, 13, she was sexy as fuck. This look was sexy as fuck. And honestly, nobody really had access to her. She was just known as Cuckoo's sister, honestly. But what I'm about to get into is pretty deep, and I think I have an idea why she is the way she is now. Now, if you remember, in Sacramento, back in the day, Facebook used to be fucking jumping. Well, it was all sorts of drama on there, and fast forward, you would think it would make sense to see Nani Blanco and Jaleec together doing music, right? Well, they actually used to hang out a lot. And back in those days, they actually fell out. And that's when the days when women would fall out and all their business would get aired out all over the fucking internet. And it would be hilarious. Well, back then, Nani Blanco was just Ascari. And Ascari ended up airing out, quote unquote, all of Jaleec's business, saying that she was on crystal meth and she was doing crazy shit like jumping in front of moving cars. Trust me, YouTube, Jaleec was not how she is now. She was more happy-go-lucky and more of like a glowing type of person. And you can tell that she was really trying at life. She was not in the fucking streets. Like I said, she was Facebook famous and known for dressing fly as shit. I'm going to be honest. It was alleged that she started getting her ass kicked all over Sacramento after she got weird and allegedly on drugs. And me personally, I kind of believe that something happened to her because now she kind of acts like this.
We got Jaleec in the motherfucking building. Round two?
Round two,
gang.
Round two. Hey, man, you know.
What's good with you, Jaleec?
I'm gonna let that, we finna, damn.
So, shit, how you been since the last time you been through with us?
Shit, I've been cool. I've been cool, like, shit, I've been cool, you know, just doing me, scoping.
How's your life been? You tell me what you been on for real?
Getting money. I'm trying to take scooping out of the picture, but, okay, y'all don't know what scooping is. Scooping is like...
Yeah, let's explain it these niggas.
Okay.
They like...
Now, I don't give a fuck what you guys say, but you're not fucking full of me. This girl cannot fucking sit still. She's moving back and forth like a fucking junkie that smokes a little bit more than a fucking puff bar.
Ding!
Now, you guys may think I'm being mean or may disagree, but I don't give a fuck. I know the old Jaleec, and this new fucking weird, crazy, antic Jaleec is not fucking her. And let me explain something. Now, this is Jaleec's official Twitter, and she clearly states that she has a Jezebel spirit haunting her. Now, if you're not familiar with what a Jezebel is, let me explain. Now, a Jezebel is the wicked queen to the evil king Ahab. Has a reputation for murder, iniquity, and sexual promiscuity. And to get to the important part, it encouraged servants to fornicate. And she has come down to basically present shameless womanhood. Now, you may not give a fuck about anything what I just said, but I'm explaining what she has going on in her head and what she believes in. Because Jaleec is not from the streets. She is not crazy at all. So, obviously, something had to happen if she went from a scholar who moves to LA for school, all to move back to SAC. And ever since she moved back to SAC, she has been all over the fucking place. Like, seriously, now she is a Jaleec that we all know. So, she quit school and decided to start doing music, letting everybody know that she was healthy and she was never on drugs.
With a bag, fuck a wedding ring, fuck a half, I need everything. Remember I was down and the bitch was toe up, was toe up. Same bitches I was eating that a bitch can't show none, can't show none, can't show none. I did this shit for my kid, reason
Well, by then, she had earned her coonery cap and gown, and she had earned her spot in being the baby mom of the clouded up, quote unquote, Uzi Marcus. But she claims before she had anything to do with Uzi Marcus, she was dealing with Briss. But I don't know what's wrong with this girl. I think she's just an almighty clout chaser, because after Briss died, she went to where he had died and shot a video. But then after that, she was crying on the internet saying that she missed him.
Y'all don't know the history. I haven't cried over Chris's death.
You get that.
Chris was my ex-boyfriend. I was with Chris way before I was with Marcus. I was with Chris before he started rapping. I was with Chris when I didn't have no kids. Stop talking about Chris.
Come on, Jaleec, man, what the fuck? You are absolutely insane, because how can you go from dissing Briss like this? I mean, she is literally standing in the exact spot where Briss was laying, bleeding out. That is disrespectful at its finest. And honestly, everyone knows that she was clout chasing. And in my opinion, Jaleec actually has star power. I mean, I'm sure I'm not the only one who thinks that her physical appearance is attractive. I don't know about her fucking mental, because she is all over the fucking place. And this video is what honestly set the whole beef off. And you never know what she was doing this for. She could have been trying to make Uzi Marcus jealous. You never know. And like I said before, she's an all-around talent. She knows how to move in front of the camera. She can sing and she can rap. And she's beautiful. It's just, in my opinion, she blew her chance. You know what I'm saying? By trying to clout chase. And she actually thought that becoming SAC's most hated was going to work in a Tekashi 6ix9ine form. And her plan absolutely backfired on her. And now she's just more known and more famous for getting on live and acting an ass. Even Mozzie's grandpa, Bosco 100, tried to shoot his shot at her online.
That nigga said Mozzie's.
But hey, y'all hear Bosco popping it? This how LA niggas.
I'm pretty sure you guys know how Mr. Forehead beat the fuck out of her, and she became most hated overnight. Even her own brother, Cuckoo, was clowning her when she was on live in the hospital, crying about how she got her ass kicked by Uzi Marcus. Also, how she got her ass kicked by Lil Ties. And if you guys want to go touch up on how the Uzi Marcus and Briss beef with details started, you guys can just go look at my old videos. But back on track, it's kind of sad how people see her star power, and they tried to market her, because without all the bullshit, she's highly marketable. She's just honestly a liability, and I honestly think she ruined her career. So yeah, Jaleec, your career is fucked, and good luck, because you're in LA now trying to get back on track. But what the fuck? I believe she's a good mother, and I believe deep down she's a good person at heart, but she's a product of her environment, and Sacramento sucked her all the way dry. So, you know, stay away from that fucking place, because it's a good chance you might end up like Jaleec. Sacramento Gang Archives, that was the story of Jaleec. And once again, I'm sorry for the soft videos, but I'm just keeping the content coming, because YouTube